The video opens in complete silence, a black screen lingering just a few seconds longer than comfortable, forcing the viewer to lean in until a faint wind begins to blow in the background like an empty winter night. A grainy security camera fades into view, showing an isolated house surrounded by snow. No street lights, no neighbors, just darkness pressing in from every side. White text slowly types onto the screen. Midnight Files, Case 012. The narrator's voice enters calm and controlled, almost emotionless. Some disappearances happen in crowded cities, others happen in broad daylight. But this one happened inside a locked house, in the middle of nowhere, where no one could come in and no one could leave. The camera zooms slightly into the frozen frame of the house. By sunrise, an entire family was gone. Not missing, not hiding. Gone, as if they had never existed. The story pulls back to introduce the Carter family. Daniel, Melissa, and their 2 children, living quietly in a rural area hours away from the nearest town. No enemies, no debts, no strange behavior. Friends described them as predictable, routine, ordinary. The kind of family nothing ever happens to. That's what makes this case disturbing. The narrator explains that the entire property was monitored by 4 security cameras installed by Daniel after a burglary scare the year before. Every angle of the house recorded 24 hours a day. Front door, backyard, garage, living room. Police would later confirm something chilling. During the entire night of the disappearance, not a single person was recorded entering or leaving the property. Not one shadow, not one passing car. Yet somehow, everyone inside vanished. Footage from earlier that evening plays. The family arrives home from the grocery store laughing, carrying bags inside. The kids run through the hallway. Melissa places food on the counter. Everything feels warm and normal. The narrator emphasizes the timestamps. 7:42 p.m., dinner being prepared. 8:15 p.m., the family eating together. 9:03. Policial militar, dishes washed. These ordinary moments are shown slowly, almost painfully slow, making the viewer memorize their presence, because soon those people won't exist anymore. At 10:26 p.m., the living room camera shows them watching television under a blanket. At 10:58 p.m., lights begin turning off one by one. Doors are locked. Alarm activated. The house goes dark. For the next 7 hours, the narrator whispers, nothing should have happened. At 11:47 p.m., the first anomaly appears. The camera glitches. Just for 3 seconds. Static. When the image returns, one of the dining room chairs is slightly pulled back from the table. The narrator pauses, letting the viewer compare frames. No one is visible moving it. No sound explains it. Just moved. Police later checked for editing or corruption. The footage was authentic. At 12:31 a.m., the family dog walks into the hallway and suddenly freezes, staring toward the front door. Its ears go flat. Then it slowly backs away, whining. No one else is awake. No one calls it. It simply retreats, as if something unseen is standing there. The music lowers to almost nothing, just the dog's claws tapping nervously on the floor. At 1:12 a.m., the power flickers throughout the house. Not enough to shut off completely, just enough to dim every light at once. The security cameras switch to night mode. Shadows stretch longer across the walls. The narrator explains that weather reports showed no storm, no electrical issues in the area. Only this house experienced the fluctuation. And then comes the detail investigators couldn't explain. For exactly 2 minutes, Every cell phone inside the house lost signal simultaneously. No calls, no internet, no emergency access. Complete isolation, as if the property had been cut off from the world. It was like something pressed mute on reality itself. The narrator says quietly, at 2:03 a.m., the living room camera captures something that still divides experts near the hallway entrance. A darker patch forms against the wall, not moving, not shaped like a person, just darker than the darkness around it. The camera struggles to focus, like the lens can't process what it's seeing. For nearly 4 minutes, the shape remains there. Then, frame by frame, it seems closer. No walking motion, no steps. Just closer each time the image refreshes. The narrator doesn't offer theories, only facts. Whatever it was, it didn't move like anything human. Then suddenly, the dog starts barking wildly off-screen. The audio peaks, and the camera cuts to static for half a second. At 3:16 a.m., the final movement inside the house is recorded. The hallway light turns on by itself. Slowly, no one enters the frame. No doors open, just a light. It stays on for the rest of the night. The narrator lowers his voice. From that moment on, there is no sign of life, no footsteps, no shadows, no family members waking up. Nothing. Just an empty, illuminated hallway for hours. When the sun rises at 6:41 a.m., the front door remains locked from the inside. Curtains still closed. Everything exactly as it was, except the Carters are nowhere to be seen. It's like the house became a photograph. Frozen, lifeless, abandoned in seconds. Police arrive after Daniel fails to show up for work, and relatives request a welfare check. Officers break in, expecting medical emergency or accident. Instead, they find breakfast plates still inside the cabinets, beds messy like someone slept there, phones charging on the nightstands, wallets on the counter, keys untouched, coats still hanging by the door, no packed bugs, no notes, no blood. No struggle, no footprints in the snow outside, not even animal tracks. It had snowed lightly overnight, meaning if anyone had stepped outside, there would be marks. There were none. The house looked paused, like time stopped midnight, and yet the people inside were simply gone. The narrator closes slowly over shots of the empty rooms. No suspects, no ransom, no bodies. Just a house that swallowed a family whole. The final security frame appears again. The quiet hallway with the lights still on. The image zooms closer, until the grain becomes heavy, and for a single frame, barely visible, there seems to be a silhouette at the end of the corridor, tall and motionless. Then the video cuts to black. One last line appears on screen. The Carter family still missing. The ticking clock returns for 3 beats, then silence.